Question number 191. You have a dataset in Power BI desktop containing information about projects. This dataset includes project start date and project end date columns. You need to add a custom column called project duration that calculates the total number of days between these two dates for each project. Which of the following M code snippets correctly calculates the project duration column? Option A, Option B, Option C, Option D. The correct answer is Option A. Subtracting two date values in Power Query returns a duration. The duration.days function converts that duration into a numeric value representing total days. The each keyword is required to apply the calculation row by row, making this the correct and complete M-code solution. Question number 192. In your organization, there are over 100 datasets currently available on your Power BI service. Out of these, 10 datasets have been validated against your organization's stringent data quality and reliability standards. You need to configure your Power BI environment so that these 10 high-quality datasets are easily recognizable and prioritized in search results by users seeking to generate reports. How should you adjust the settings of this dataset to achieve this? Option A. Enhance the visibility of the dataset. Option B. Highlight the dataset on the main dashboard. Option C. Certify the datasets officially. Option D. Include the datasets in a dedicated app. The correct answer is Option C. Certify the datasets officially. Certifying datasets in Power BI marks them as trusted, high-quality sources that meet organizational standards. Certified datasets are clearly labeled and prioritized in search results, making them easy for users to identify and reuse with confidence. Question number 193. You are developing a Power BI report to display company confidential information from the confidential data table. This table includes a column named Employee Email, which stores the email address of each employee in the organization. To ensure data security, you need to restrict access so that employees can only see data rows associated with their own email address. How can you achieve this row level security (RLS) in your Power BI report? Option A. Create a role in Power BI Desktop and define a DAX expression that filters the confidential data table based on the employee email column and the user principal name function. Option B. Publish the report to the Power BI service and configure row level security in the dataset settings. Then provide workspace level access to each employee. Option C. Share the report with individual employees, granting them fewer access. Option D. Add a calculated column to the confidential data table that compares employee email with the current user's email address. The correct answer is option A. Create a role in Power BI Desktop and define a tax expression that filters the confidential data table based on the employee email column and the user principal name function. Dynamic RLS is implemented by creating roles in Power BI Desktop using tags that compares employee email with the logged in user. Sharing reports or workspace access alone does not enforce row level filtering, and calculated columns cannot detect the current user. Question number 194. Imagine you are a Power BI developer tasked with fine-tuning a complex report. You have received feedback that some visuals are loading slowly, impacting the user experience. To pinpoint the bottlenecks and optimize the report's performance, you decide to leverage the Performance Analyzer in Power BI Desktop. What is the essential first step you need to take to begin investigating the performance of your report pages and visuals using this tool? Option A. Start recording with Performance Analyzer. Option B. Refresh the visuals on the report page. Option C. Publish the report to the Power BI service. Option D. Export the performance data to a .json file. The correct answer is option A. Start recording with Performance Analyzer. To analyze report performance in Power BI Desktop, the first essential step is to start recording in the Performance Analyzer pane. This action captures the load times and query durations for the report visuals, enabling you to identify which visuals or queries are causing performance issues. Question number 195. You are a data analyst for a retail chain that operates internationally. You are building a Power BI report to analyze sales performance across different regions. You have a table named Store Location with the following columns: Store ID, whole number, store name, text, city, text, region, text, country, text. You want to create a map visualization that displays store locations and allow users to drill down from country to region to city. Which of the following action is necessary to ensure that Power BI correctly map the store locations? Option A. Convert the data type of city, region, and country to geography. Option B. Set the summarization property for city, region, and country to Do Not Summarize. Option C. Assign the appropriate data category: city, state, or province, country, or region to the city, region, and country columns. Option D. Create a calculated column that combines the city, region, and country values into a single location string. Correct answer is option C. Assign the appropriate data category: city, state, or province, country or region to the city, region, and country columns. Power BI relies on data categories to correctly interpret geographic fields for map visuals. Assigning the correct data category to each column ensures accurate geocoding and enables proper drill down from country to region to city. Just a quick reminder, if you don't have time to watch these videos and instead download all questions and answers, feel free to purchase them on Buy Me a Coffee page. I have shared the link below. Question number 196. To calculate the year-to-date total of sales in a DAX formula, you should use the blank space function wrapped around the sum of the sales amount column, specifying a date column within the same table. Option A, Option B, Option C, Option D. The correct answer is Option A. The total YTD function is specifically designed to calculate year-to-date values in DAX. It is used by wrapping it around an expression like sum, sales, sales amount, and requires a date column from the same table or a related date table to define the time context. Question number 197. You have a Microsoft Excel workbook stored in your OneDrive for Business account. You want to load this workbook into a Power BI dataset so that it can be refreshed in the Power BI service. Which two connectors can you use to ensure the dataset remains up to date in Power BI? Option A, Web connector. Option B, Excel Online. Option C, Data Lake folder. Option D, JSON. Option E, SharePoint folder. The correct answers are Option B, Excel Online. Option E, SharePoint folder. The Excel Online connector allows Power BI to connect directly to an Excel file stored in OneDrive for Business, supporting automatic refresh. The SharePoint folder connector also works because OneDrive for Business is backed by SharePoint, enabling scheduled refresh of files stored there. Other connectors like Web, Data Lake folder, or JSON do not reliably support automatic refresh for OneDrive hosted Excel files. Question number 198. You are a business intelligence consultant working with Contoso Retail, a large retail chain with stores across the country. Contoso Retail uses a SQL Server Analysis Services SSAS multi-dimensional cube hosted on their local network to analyze sales data. You have developed a Power BI report that connects to this SSAS cube to provide insight into sales trend, product performance, and regional analysis. You now need to publish this report to the Power BI service so that regional managers across the country can access it. However, it's crucial that these managers always see the most up-to-date sales figure from the on-premises SSAS cube when viewing the report in the Power BI service. What should you implement to ensure that the report in the Power BI service always reflects the latest data from the SSAS cube. Option A. Configure an OData feed from the SSAS cube. Option B. Install and configure an on-premises data gateway. Option C. Set up a data refresh subscription for the report. Option D. Schedule a daily refresh of the Power BI dataset. The correct answer is option B. Install and configure an on-premises data gateway. Ensure that the Power BI report published to the service always accesses the latest data from an on-premises SSAS multi-dimensional cube. You must use an on-premises data gateway. This gateway securely connects Power BI service to on-premises data sources in real time, enabling live connections or scheduled queries without moving the data to the cloud. Question number 199. For a project in Power BI, you are setting up collaborative workspaces. One requirement is to enable a designated user to manage all workspace membership levels without providing unnecessary permissions beyond what's required for this task. What is the minimal role that should be assigned to the user to meet this requirement? Option A, viewer. Option B, admin. Option C, contributor. Option D, member. The correct answer is option D, member. In Power BI workspaces, a member can manage other users' access and roles within the workspace without having full administrative control over the workspace settings. Assigning the member role allows the designated user to manage membership efficiently while limiting unnecessary permissions that an admin would have. Question number 200. When configuring relationship in Power BI, which of the following statements are true regarding the use of cardinality? Option A. Cardinality determines the number of instances in one table that can relate to the number of instances in another table. Option B. Many-to-many relationship allows for the direct analysis of measures across two tables without the need for a bridging table. Option C. A one-to-one relationship is typically used when joining tables with unique keys that correspond to each other. Option D. Cross-filter direction can be set to both to automatically filter both tables exclusively in one-to-many relationship. Option E. Single directional cross-filtering is recommended to prevent ambiguity in filter context for related tables. The correct answers are option A. Cardinality determines the number of instances in one table that can relate to the number of instances in another table. Option C. A one-to-one relationship is typically used when joining tables with unique keys that correspond to each other. Option E. Single directional cross-filtering is recommended to prevent ambiguity in filter context for related tables. Option A is true because cardinality defines how rows in one table relate to rows in another. Option C is true since one-to-one relationships are used when both tables have unique matching keys. Option E is true because single directional filtering is recommended to avoid ambiguous filter propagation. Option B is misleading as many-to-many relationships often require careful modeling, and option D is incorrect because bidirectional filtering should be used cautiously, not automatically.